federal government has reacted to the visit of the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku'S, to the United States of America. The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, while addressing state correspondents, disclosed he was not bothered about his ability to secure and visit the country, but would answer questions regarding his alleged shady contributions in the collapse of Bank PHB, vowing Atiku would be defeated by President Muhammadu Buhari in the coming election, as general election would hold in Nigeria and not in US. It will be recalled that the Central Bank of Nigeria had revoked the bank's operating license in 2011 after it failed to show capacity and ability to recapitalize. Mohammed said the federal government has evidence that the former vice president benefited from slush funds to the tune of 156 million naira that led to the bank's eventual collapse. The former vice president arrived in the USA on Thursday, January 17, after his last trip 12 years ago. The ruling All Progressive Congress has made a huge deal out of the supposed inability of the candidate to travel to the U.S. due to speculation that a secret indictment awaited him in relation to corrupt dealings with a U.S. congressman. He has been unable to enter the U.S. since he left office as vice president in 2007, and his visa applications were repeatedly denied until recently. The minister has warned the U.S. government in November 2018 to be careful about granting Atiku'S visa application so as not to create the impression of endorsing him for the 2019 election. Lai Mohammed said the government had enough evidence to prove that Atiku benefited from the fund that led to the collapse of the bank. While in the U.S., Atiku will meet with U.S. government officials, the business community, and the Nigerian community before returning to Nigeria on Saturday, January 19, when he is expected to take part in a presidential debate opposite President Muhammadu Buhari, the APC flag bearer.
I've just come to make a few remarks about the recent or current visit of the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, the former Vice President Atiku'S, to the U.S. You recall that a few weeks ago, I did issue a statement advising the U.S. government not to issue any visa to him. But remember also that in that same press conference, I also stated that it remains the prerogative of the U.S. government to issue visa to anyone it deems fit. But let me say right away that we are not perturbed one bit that Atiku'S was able to secure a visa to go to the U.S. For a fact, he can go ahead and get the U.S. green card. That would not save him from the imminent defeat in the forthcoming elections. We don't need to remind Atiku'S that the elections will be held here in Nigeria and not in the U.S. In any event, anytime Atiku'S returns home, he has questions to answer. Following the fresh evidence that we have, that he benefited from the slush funds that led to the collapse of the former Bank PHB. The paper trail which we have here shows that he benefited to the tune of 156 million naira from that slush fund. And the paper trail which we have here started from an internal memo of the 13th of January 2009, in which reads, please refer to our discussion. You are requested to raise a draft in favor of Atiku'S for 156 million naira and deliver same to me. Please note that it must be delivered today. This is dated January 13th. On the same date, another memo was generated to confirm, please confirm that the amount stated below be issued from Claremont Marginal Service account. And we have evidence here of the account mandate, the name of Atiku'S. We also have a copy of the check in which the sum of 156 million naira was issued to Atiku'S, dated the same day, 13th of January 2009. And of course, we also have statement of account within that period that confirms that this sum was actually paid into account and was credited with it. So this fresh evidence as to his involvement in the collapse of Bank PHP. So we want him to stay as long as he wants in the US, but as soon as he comes back, he may have to explain to the electorate and Nigerians what his role was in the collapse.